your first alert forecast, I will point out we have one more day that's all clear. We're already starting to get a little bit of wind to stir up, and that's what's going to stir up heating too. So for the morning, I'll say it's milder as we do range from some 30s to low 40s here. All clear, sunrise 10 minutes to 7 on this Wednesday. So maybe don't even fool with a jacket. I'm one of those people, it's always cold, and I was like, I don't want to deal with the jacket later when it warms up quick. So just know that as you're stepping out the door this morning, some of you are feeling a little bit more of a chill than others, but we all share that sunshine, increasing winds, and increasing warmth. That'll take us to 65 degrees at noon. I do think most of those gusts between 15 and 20 miles per hour actually apply to midday through your afternoon and early evening, helping us to 78 degrees in Knoxville, still mid 70s at 7 p.m. Still a good evening maybe to go for a walk. Sunset not until 7:41. So we really are enjoying a beautiful, warmer day, even if it just means you take a few minutes, step outside, take your lunch outside. All right, we're going to warm up to 78 today in Knoxville between 4 and 5 p.m. Peak heating 79 Madisonville, even 80 Athens. First alert forecast where you live 79 Kingston to 75 Crossville, 76 Jamestown, sharing that 77 degree mark. La Follette to Middlesboro and Harlan, warming up to 78 in the Kodak area to 79 Pigeon Forge and 76 Morristown. Got a lot of warmth and sun to be shared today. And we will start to see some changes with more clouds here overnight to tomorrow. Notice briefly mostly cloudy, a little stray pocket of rain possible along the plateau, southern valley, mountains. So we're still seeing a couple of those kind of hit the edges of our area, and that's really the furthest they can reach because we're still boosting humidity. Everything's still pretty dry, which is why we're discouraging burning even through the end of the week. The air is dry, the ground is dry, and okay, most of us don't even see this rain. Again, it's very isolated. Notice kind of coming along the foothills to mountains, along the plateau and southern valley. Another little pocket here tries to drift up into the southern valley and southern plateau Thursday night. And it's still trying to fall apart here. So that's why we're limited. Everything's just so dry. We got to boost the humidity before some real rain can move into town. That'll leave us still pretty warm tomorrow. I just think that extra hours of cloud cover can chip away that heat a bit. It'll actually make us warmer in the morning though. 48 at 8, 64 at noon. High tomorrow will be 74. The breeze will kick up again on Friday. Again, the humidity still gradually rising, so a stray speck of rain is possible, especially in our higher elevations, but we'll see more sunshine in the afternoon. So we're pretty limited until Saturday. First batch of storms still on track to come in Saturday morning. So I wanted to walk you through that first alert futurecast when those storms start reaching out to parts of our area at first. So it'll be a little hit or miss scattered storms throughout the day on Saturday, still warm, increasing winds, and then the main line will be moving in. So I want to point out that Saturday, while we're not all seeing the storms, we're feeling those winds really start kicking up. Gusts between 25 and 40 miles per hour throughout the day on Saturday. I would not be surprised to see some high wind alerts issued for the mountains, especially when the main line rolls in. Damaging winds, the main threat still. So Saturday night, that's when those gusts will be between 40 and 50 miles per hour for much of our area. 60 plus in the higher elevations, absolutely. But notice it's still windy Sunday afternoon. This is when the winds start turning and cooler air will be blowing into town next. So more changes to be seen and felt on into early next week. In terms of that rainfall, the scattered storms, like I said, hit or miss. Some will stay dry, others 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch, isolated 1/2 to 1 inch even. But then we really get into that 1 to 2 inch rainfall total as that spreads out better Saturday night. Notice still looking heavier along the plateau and southern valley. Again, that's also where we're seeing more of that severe risk to our south and west as we are monitoring this closely for our area. That takes us from the 70s to the 60s to the 50s. Remember, still breezy Sunday afternoon as this tapers off from showers, clears out, and briefly cooler. Not too bad. That 59 is actually closer to normal anyways, but it hops right back up for those of you on spring break next week.